for liking, subscribing, and showering your love. With the showers of blessings and love, let's begin with our next video today. We'll be converting units of length. Yes, we are still on measurements chapter. We'll be converting kilometers and meters today. Just revive your keys. 1 kilometer equals to how many meters, or vice versa? I'm sure you have given a thought by far. So let's begin to explore. Amira jogs 4 days a week. That's our Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So on Monday, she jogs 3 kilometer. Wednesday is 2.4 kilometer. Okay, by far kilometer. Friday, 2650 meters. Okay, we have got meter people. Saturday, 3 kilometer, 500 meters. On which day did Amira jog the shortest distance, right? We are going to look for the shortest distance. Like we saw in my previous video as well, we gauge by the number. So if you see the number, I have got 2.4, 2.6, 3, and 3, right? But of course, my 2 is smallest, all right? So let's begin with the very first, that is our Monday. Okay, so I'm sure you've revived your key. 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters, right? Now, if 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter, so Monday 3 times 1,000 is 3,000 meters, right? We are converting into meters. Perfect. Wednesday is 2.4 kilometers. Again, we know our key. Let me take you to the explanation for a better idea of the key. The first one we already did, right? That is my 3 kilometers. I made it into 3,000 meters. So Monday, she's jogged 3,000 meter. We want the second one. Now, if you see the key, we saw 1,000 meter is 1 kilometer. Okay. 100 meter is nothing but 1 over 10 kilometers, right? When I take this 0 here, it becomes 0.1. That is how I got 0.1 kilometers. Also, we can say 10 meters equals to 1 over 100 kilometers. Now, how many zeros do I have? 1 and 2. So when I take it above, okay, 1 over 100, when I take it above, 0.01, right? That is how my decimal carries, and therefore it is 0.01 kilometers. So if you see, I write my 2.4 kilometers, okay, in kilometers and meters. Therefore, this, when I split, we know this is kilometer and this is my meter. Therefore, 0.4, since we have splitted this 2, 0.4 kilometer is nothing but 400 meter, right? As you saw here, when we saw the explanation, okay, I'm just going to rub this to show the key, so it's easy for us. You see, 0.1 kilometers equals to 100 meter, right? This key is what we are using. So instead of 1, I just replace it with 4, it becomes 400 meters. Therefore, 2 kilometer, 400 meter is what Amira jogged on Wednesday. Let's look into the other days now. So let's look into the third one. On 2650 meter, in kilometers as decimals we'll write. Again, my key is important. 1,000 meter equals to 1 kilometer. Therefore, I will break it down. This becomes 2,000. This becomes 600 meters. And finally, I have my 50 meters. Now, by the key, 1,000 is nothing but 1 kilometer. 1,000 is nothing but 1 kilometer. 600 meters is 0.6 kilometers. And 50 meters is 0.05 kilometers. You must be thinking, why are we using all these different methods, right? All these different methods are what makes your brain more of cognitive development, that is called. This will allow you to always be prompt in thinking, be more creative, and that is how you would be able to tackle your real life issues. If not this, how then that? How that this, then how this? That is how this will allow you to apparently sharpen your memory and your understanding. So therefore, finally, when I add 1 plus 1 is 2, my 2 kilometers a year, I split it. and 0.6 is nothing but 6, and then my 5 comes here. You see 0.0, therefore the 5 just added here, 2.65 kilometers. So this is the Friday thing. All right, let's go to the next one. 3 kilometer, 500 meters in kilometers as mixed number, right? What you do here is 100 meter equals to 1 over 10 kilometer. Therefore, your 500 meter is nothing but 5 over 10 kilometers, right? What did we do? 100 meter is 1 over 10. So 500 meters will be 5 over 10. Now, when I divide this, okay, 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10. That is how I get half kilometers. So my 500 meter is something I can write 3.5 kilometers. Okay, these are the ways that you can actually write. So Amira jogged 3.5 kilometer on Saturday. Now we have this person asking us, I can write this in meters, right? Yes, why not? So 3 kilometer is 3,000 meters. So 3 kilometer, 500 meter will be how much? Simple. I will just remove this and merge. So 3,500 meters. You see how mentally as well you can grow stronger if you know what you have to juggle with or how you have to tackle the problem. Okay. Let's go to the next example. It's saying compare the distances Amira jogged in meters. Okay, so everywhere that's the reason we had converted into meters. So as we know, Monday it was 3,000 meter. Wednesday we calculated she jogged 2,004 meters, 400 meters. You can go back and check. Friday is 2,650 meters. And finally on Saturday, okay, I can take this up right here and you see it is 3,500. Same thing, I'm going to write it here. Okay, now they're saying arrange the distances in order beginning with the longest. Longest is the biggest. But of course, 35 is the biggest number. So I will write 3,500. Then I have my 3,000 because these both are in 2,000. So I will write 3,000 meter. Now of this, both are 2. I will look into the next number, right? What am I looking for? Again, the longest. So 6 is bigger or 4 is bigger? Yes, 6 is bigger. So 2,650. You see how we learn in our first chapter about place value, comparison, and arranging in ascending, descending order. All that helps us to do our job here. And finally, the last one is 2,400. Amira jogged the shortest distance on, so 2,400 is of which day? Wednesday. Therefore, I will write my answer as Wednesday. Okay. So this is how I got my answer, and we could figure out that what did Amira do. So by far, this was an explanation part. Let's go to guided practice where you can pause, first try to solve on your own, and then definitely look into the answers. One says, the table below shows the distances Emma ran last week. Complete the table. So we have the day of the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. Now, on Monday, she ran 1.4 kilometers. Now, they want us to tell them in the meters. Simple. I remove the zero and I remove the point and I add 0. So this becomes 1,450. You can actually do the key, okay, of 1.45 kilometers, split it. This is 1,000, right? And then plus this becomes is 450. Then 1,000 plus 50 equals to 1,450. Any method that is suitable for you, you can use. That's why in explanation, I showed you all possibilities that you can actually reach up to. Now, distance in kilometer and meter, simply I will just bifurcate. So it's 1 kilometer, 450 meters, right? That's the reason we did this whole exercise here today. Or just now, that how I got my whole number with the method that I wish to apply. Now, on Tuesday, you see the hint we have is in meters. Okay, so in meters, what do we have is 1200 meters. Now, we know I can just chuck off this 00 because 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter. Similarly, 1000 meter equals to 1 kilometers. So, how many kilometers are there if I just remove the zeros? 12 kilometers. Okay, so therefore it becomes 1.2 kilometers, right? Why? Because this 00 is nothing but my 0.1, right? When I do the conversion. Therefore, it becomes 1.2 kilometers. Now, how do they want it is in the kilometers and meter. So simply, I will just bifurcate my 1200. So 1 kilometers and 200 meters. Remember, we did this in above as well. I took this 1 kilometer and 450 meters. Wednesday, Amira did 0.95 kilometers. Okay. Now, we don't have 1 year, so it's of course lesser than 1 kilometers. So you're seeing we have 0.9, and you remember the key, how the 100 meters equals to how much? Yes, you will go back and check for me. I'll give you the hint, and that is how this becomes 950 meters. You can use any of the key that is best understood by you. Now for the distance in kilometers and meters, I already gave you an idea. There is no kilometers, therefore it is 0. Meters, yes, so just the way 950 is, I will write the 950. Let's go to Thursday. Thursday, it is 1 kilometer and 550 meters, right? I just bifurcate this in order to get my distance in kilometers. For that, I will write 1. I'll put my point, right? Because this is meters. When meters come, we put a point. So 1.55 kilometers, right? Similarly, when I want to convert it into meters, I'll just chuck off this kilometer, write the whole number the way it is, 1550 meters. Right? All right, let's go to the Friday now. Again for Friday, you see there's 405 meter. Would I have any kilometers straight away? No. Would I have meters? Yes, just straight away I will write 405, right? Now, let's come to the distance in kilometer. You saw how it was 0.95 here, okay? But I have a 405, right? It's not 04 or 45 0 something, okay? Be very careful of this placing of 0. Therefore, this will be 0.405 kilometers. Okay, I hope you understood and it was easy. Let's go to the last two questions. Again, we have to arrange the numbers here. We have to begin with the longest. Okay, I see 1.5, 1 kilometer, 250 meter. You must have gauged it's 1.25. Okay, so it's lesser than this, right? Next, 1 2 over 5. You know 1 2 over 5 is what? That is my 1 kilometers and 1 2 over 5. We know what we have the key behind. All right, so 1 kilometer equals to how much? And then that is how you will convert. I will straight away come to the answer. Since I have compared that 2 over 5 is something which is going to be in the middle. First of all, my longest is 1.5 kilometers. Okay. For this, I already showed you how I'm going to do is. But then, if you see 1 2 over 5, when you will convert, it is bigger than 1.25. Therefore, 1 2/5 kilometer, and this is 1 kilometer, 250 meters. Remember this, we always write the main numbers that are there. Okay, you have to always consider the main numbers to compare. Doing the last one, we will begin with the shortest. So this is 5.5 meters or kilometers, right? Or 5.50. You will let me know. Am I right or not? Like I told you in my few videos, I on purpose confuse. Okay, so I'm sure you're brainstorming till now. All right. Then is 5.03. Okay, everyone, 03 kilometers. And finally, like I told you, go back to the key and do the conversion. You will understand why have I placed it where and for what. First and foremost, but of course, since the zero stands, that is the smallest one, 5.03 kilometers. Then comes my 5, 3 over 10. I hope you had gone behind, checked the key, converted, and understood who's the shortest. You may pause the video whenever you want so that you solve first and then come for the final answer. So, but of course, my last one is 5 kilometers, 500 meters. So that's our third lesson. I hope you liked it. Thank you for staying tuned till end and keep showering your love. See you next time. Till then, take care.